Do you really think he has a chance?
The arrogant Superman is thinking nature is in our control, and not the other way around. Let them fight.
So, the new Godzilla Kong New Empire film is coming out. And I've been watching the trailers, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on this movie. Now, first, I've already seen Godzilla Minus One, and I got ripped a little bit for giving it an 8 out of 10 because I was a little nitpicky. And, in this day and age, you kind of become cynical, but you guys are right. That movie, fuck it, it's a 10 out of 10. And I'm not just saying that because you guys are saying that. I had to think about it for a minute. I can't remember in recent time when I saw a Godzilla movie and I felt so many different things. That wasn't a popcorn movie. That was a film. That was a film that took itself seriously, and it made me go into that world, love the characters, and love the conflict with the human protagonist and Godzilla. It's the first time that I have ever genuinely hated Godzilla, and I loved him because I hated him. That movie is the kind of movie that you probably would put, you want to whisper Oscar. I know science fiction movies, I know, disaster movies and monster movies generally don't get considered for Oscars, but that best foreign picture, keep that on the radar because I haven't seen a movie better than Godzilla. Not this year. And the year's almost over. But going back to Godzilla Kong, the New Kingdom, or the New Empire, I can't remember what the name was right offhand. I'm thinking a couple of things. I think this is a great year for Godzilla fans, if you can put your mind in the right mindset for what this movie is. Godzilla Minus One was for a different mindset than the New Empire movie is for. You have to understand that out the gate. If you go in comparing both the movies, I'm sure you're going to be disappointed with the upcoming, the King Kong and Godzilla film. I think you're going to be disappointed with it. If you go into this looking at it as maybe a popcorn movie, drive-in style type of, film, then you might get some enjoyment out of it. There's a lot of people right now that are sour on Hollywood, because Godzilla Minus One showed how it could be done without these bloated budgets, without spending all this damn money on some stuff just for it to look okay. The Marvels, do you hear me right now? I'm talking directly to you. What is it, 200 million? I can't remember how much the Marvels, somebody said that it cost $250 million to make that movie. It's not going to make back its budget. It's not looking like that. They're pulling it from the theaters, but that's a whole other topic. But from what I've seen as far as the visuals on the new King Kong Godzilla movie, it looks okay. It's what would be expected, but it's become so fantastical to where I've got to look at it for what it is. It is a monster mashup of two beloved monsters in a comic book style situation. As ridiculous as the old King Kong versus Godzilla movie was, it was fun. And this movie, if you look at it from a standpoint of having fun and you allow yourself to be immature and a kid just for a moment, there might be something to be had in this movie. If I had a choice and one of them had to go, the King Kong Godzilla movie, it's gone. Godzilla Minus One for me, it's an experience, folks. It's something special. I don't know if I really want to see a sequel to it. There's been some rumblings about a sequel, but if anybody can pull it off, if that's true, the director of that film can probably do it. I have never seen a movie that almost caught me dropping a tear, almost, in a monster movie. I can't remember when. So, Godzilla X Kong. What kind of movie is this going to be? It's going to be a roller coaster ride. There is not going to be any human character development. There is not going to be any heartfelt, undertones of redemption. There's just not going to be the emotional journey that you went on with Godzilla Minus One. But that's like comparing apples and oranges. I would look at the new movie the same way that people look at different activities they love. If you love reading a good novel, that's what Godzilla Minus One is. If you like playing a video game, that's what Godzilla X Kong is going to be. So if you can keep it in those perspectives, there may be a chance to double your fun. There might be some enjoyment there. But that blockbuster budget-sized movie is going to have a hard time going head-to-head with Godzilla Minus One if they're looked at from a standpoint of comparison. I would love to know what you guys think. Obviously, it would be great, as a Godzilla fan, for both movies to do well. That would be wonderful. But I don't know. I don't know if there is a fatigue for all these big budget, bloated special effects that look okay. I don't know if there's a fatigue for movies that are pretty light on plot. I think that's what we're seeing. I don't know if it'll affect this movie, but we'll just have to wait and see. This is your guy, the brave artist with Screensay, giving you another piece of my mind about this upcoming King Kong Godzilla movie, and I'd love to know what you think. Until the next time, take care.